What we consider to be the real world is actually just a matrix. Now, Jesus came to the world as the light of the world, and He wants every single one of us to be the light in this world. Now, our eternal self does not belong to this world. What we consider to be the real world is in actuality nothing but the matrix, you guys. We are merely visitors in a temporary illusion known as life. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:18. We cannot perceive the eternal realm of which we are citizens while confined to this life, but we are all told of its existence. This is not to say that our time spent in the world is for naught. Quite the contrary. We each have a role to play and a purpose to serve while we are here. When we, through death, unplug from this world, all that we knew as real will be gone. Our professions, our careers, everything. Our eyes will be opened for the first time. Now we see but a poor reflection, like in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. 1 Corinthians 13:12. Imagine the moment we awake and are able to look back on our previous experiences through a clear lens. Our relationships, our jobs, our fame and fortune, joys and pains, happiness and grief will all fade into insignificance. The events in our life won't really matter anymore, at least not in the sense we are accustomed to. As Neo said on his way to the oracle, I have these memories from my life. None of them happened. What does that mean? What will matter then is who we find ourselves facing at this moment. Jesus and our fellow brothers and sisters seen for who they are for the very first time. Our real purpose in this life is to get to know the God behind the matrix, the architect, and to help others unplug from the world and plug into Jesus. Reality is in some sense dictated by our beliefs and our environment. Before moving on, I need to let you know the difference between truth and reality. There can be many realities, but there is only one truth. To those who are plugged into the matrix and not yet aware of it, the matrix is reality. However, the truth is that they are serving as a 120-volt battery in a pod full of green slime. If I am anorexic, then I see myself as overweight. That becomes my reality. The truth is that I am gradually starving myself to death. The problem is, when my reality is not in accord with the truth, either I am unaware of the truth or I am ignoring the truth by conscious effort. To those who cannot see the truth, whose eyes have never been opened, still in the pod, there is no choice. That is to say, the only choice available is one reality over another, one matrix or another, if you will. Yet, there can be an awareness, a searching for the truth. God has planted within each human the desire for purpose, for meaning, a thirst for the truth. As Trinity whispered to Neo in the Matrix, it's the question that drives us. The truth once perceived may not be our taste. It may not always be convenient or pleasant. It may require sacrifice and hardship. Was the truth the real world? What Neo expected at all? If he had known what his first days in the real world were going to be like, would he have still taken the red pill? "Why didn't I take the blue pill?" he said. What made the sacrifice of the bliss of ignorance worthwhile? If he was to spend the rest of his days eating tasteless glop and running away from sentinels and underground sewers with no other purpose than to exist as a post-Coppertop, he would likely regret his decision each and every day. What kept Neo going was his purpose, his destiny, as the One.